My girlfriend's in Germany. We have a heat wave. I have lots of work to do, and I'm going fishing because that's what I do. I'm gonna stop by a little park pond, the one I've been hitting out a lot, and see if I can get some early morning bass before it gets too hot to do anything but actual work. So let's see how it goes. I've been using the Storm Coverpop. It's got a tapered tail, feather on the tail hook, weighted in the back, so it casts tail first. When I was a kid, the only poppers I knew about were the hula poppers from Arbogast. Had that silicone rubber tail. There were two colors that you used, black and yellow. That was it. I see a lot of guys that are fishing that will cast and then fish the lure back halfway and then just reel it in. So half the cast distance, they're not actually fishing the lure. I actually caught fish just last week, or this past week, where the fish was literally right there at my feet. And as I'm bringing the spinnerbait in, the fish hits it. Get up here. You're only fishing the lure half the distance. You're kind of wasting a lot of opportunity to catch fish, in my opinion. Being impatient, try to cast it back out there. Oop! That was a fish. Keep going back to this pond because of that monster fish I saw someone catch right here. 6 pound, 7 pound bass in this little pond. We've got a lot of little cookie cutter dinky fish, around 1 pound. The last fish I caught was 3.10, which is a good fish. When I was here at Lena, I caught a 2.5 pound bass. I think it was 2.6. So this place has good fish. I keep trying to catch the one fish I saw. Look, there's a fish. Bam. The Grassburner. Okay. Little dinky. Goes. So, got one on the Grassburner. I love this lure. Got it in a Lucky Tackle box last year. Didn't really start fishing it till August of last year. And it started killing it. This is the regular version. They make a floating version that you can pause. And I was just pulling it steadily over the weeds. Usually they blow up on it. That one just kind of hit it. But they hit this thing like a bowling ball hitting the water. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good fish. Nailed it. That's a good fish. Should I weigh him? Why not? Lena would want me to. This guy's a 2.5. Nah, 1.8. Okay. So, the Coverpop again. First cast on this side. Good fish. Same spot as that other night. And that's how we do it. It's perfect conditions. Overcast. Calm, bugs hitting the water, storm Coverpop. That snake or whatever is biting it. She's even following it. It's not a turtle. I read some reviews on this lure and tackle warehouse, and someone was complaining about the hooks that come with it, saying that they're too thick. I don't seem to be having a problem with the hooks. When I replace them, I'm going to replace them with the exact same size. I'm not gonna, these don't bend out. I feel like on top water you need a sturdier hook because the fish hit it so hard and they immediately turn. So let's talk about these hooks. These are the hooks that come standard on the Storm lure, and they're pretty sturdy, thick hooks. Now other people are saying that they want to put a smaller gauge hook on there. Bass is hitting a topwater, they hit it real hard. I feel like they're trying to stun the lure or the bait as much as swallow it quickly. They're just coming up and they're hitting it hard. So that'll bend out a lot of hooks if you have thinner gauge hooks. So I like having a heavier gauge hook on the topwater, like a spook or a popper. Oh, come on. Literally gonna cast right there. Oh! Same spot. What was I saying about hooks? Well, you're gonna lose some. That's the first fish I lost off this Coverpop. Another beautiful fish. No, get away from that. fish. Got the same, 1.5. Coverpop. Okay. Coverpop again. Scoreable bass. Got a scar healed up right there. Otherwise, he's okay. Give him a kiss. Put him in the water. Got black lips. All right, black lips. That's 3. Still not convinced that the Coverpop doesn't work. It works. Yep, the sun's coming out. Trying to burn its way through and kill my top water action. I'm all done. It was a lot of fun. I got to go out there and beat the heat. I had to fish a lot of top water, not just because of the conditions, even though the conditions were perfect, but really out of necessity, because I was fishing really shallow with, weeds coming up, right to the surface of the water. So fishing top water is a way for me to get a moving bait through all that and still get fish that you'll see it. So the lure that I was using was, again, the Arashi, the Storm Arashi Coverpop. This is called Green Gill. This is the color. Now, the story about this lure is I was at a fishing expo over the winter in Rockland, New York. It's the one that Brandon Palaniuk and Jordan Lee were at. And Brandon Palaniuk was with this company called Tackle Supply Depot that had a giveaway. And what they were doing was they were selling the Storm Top Walker. You got 2 of them, you got a free lure. So I got 2 of the Top Walkers, and my free lure was the Coverpop. And I got it because my girlfriend Lena likes to fish poppers, but I really haven't had a lot of history with them. When I was a kid, the only kind of poppers you had were these poppers from Arbogast, the hula popper. If you can see, the shape is a little bit different, and it's got, it's got that big wide head for the popping, but the body's kind of bulbous, and it's got these silicone skirts that kind of undulate as it sits. And this is a lure that, while you pop it, you fish it really slow. Really slow. So you give it a pop, and you let it sit, and you let the skirt undulate and move around and attract the fish. I don't like to fish slow. I will, but I don't like to. That's why I like spook style baits where you can walk them. Now the newer poppers, you can walk them. You can move them fast, you can chug them, you can pop them, you can let them sit. The other difference is that when this sits in the water, it sits tail down, whereas the hula popper sits straight flat. Maybe having a tail down, because the fish are kind of coming up like this, puts the treble hook right into its mouth. Boom. Where if it sits up, they have a little bit less. Maybe, I don't know. But this is the lure I was using. I've had a lot of success in the month of July on this lure. Lena caught a fish on it. I've been catching them. The other lure I caught my fish on was my go-to buzzbait lure called the Grassburner. And I've had other videos where I'm catching them on this. If the conditions dictate that I'm going to throw a buzzbait, I'm going to throw a Grassburner. I like it better because it's got treble hooks. Instead of just one single hook, it's got treble hooks. It seems to have a better hookup ratio. And just the action, the noise. The chartreuse is the one that I have the most luck on. Now, Evolution baits have a floating one that you can pause, and it'll sit there in the strike zone and then you can kind of give it a little bit more action, let it pause. This one will sink, so I got to pick up some floating ones. So that's it. Anyway, Storm Arashi Coverpop green gill is the color that I have. They're $7.99. You can get them at Tackle Warehouse. You can get them at Susquehanna Fishing Tackle. You can get them at Tackle Supply Depot. I don't know if you can get them at Bass Pro Shop, but you know, they make more expensive ones from Mega Bass. I'm sure Duo Realis and Jack all have more expensive ones, but for the price point of $8, it's a great popper. Well, that's it. Now it's super humid. It's time to actually go ahead and do some work. So thanks for watching. Eagle Scout out.
Drive to highlighted road.
And I don't even have my own car. I got my old car. My old car.